just finagle us out of here and find my notes because, oh, I didn't highlight anything in our notes tonight. I should have done that.
Highlighted some things, like just like what me and Lindsay
Cool,
would
cool. Okay.
be doing.
Sounds good. I'll go through real quick and find what I put on here and make those for me. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum.
Yes, in the live stream, it is not. It is blurry.
Good.
It's blurrier because it's my phone. Yeah, it's like fuzzy.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
It's
It'll
I
be
did-
fine.
My mother would call me and interrupt the broadcast. I would.
I mean, that's fine. We are, well, I thought we were live. Are we actually live?
You are live because I'm
Oh, good.
here. Hi, everybody.
Oh, good. Okay, there we go. I was like, are we live? Are we actually functioning as a live stream right now? This is the question.
Do we ever
As
function?
a live stream, perhaps. As people, most assuredly not.
No. Okay, I'm gonna.
Ooh, let me turn the alarm on so it doesn't go off in the middle of everything.
What? You don't want your alarm? Hi, Anna. You don't want your alarm to go off?
Certainly not.
No. Okay.
Wants to hear
What's up,
how
Ty?
it eats.
Okay, here we go.
Ever.
It really does.
Okay, I think that was perfect. Okay. I was like, oh, I didn't highlight anything in my color, so I know what I'm talking about. So I'm doing that right now.
Did you highlight our stuff?
I did.
Great.
She did. I just highlighted a few things. We'll all just talk about everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
it's
Ooh, I
all
wanted to go.
good. Hi, Jules.
Okay.
Jess, I like your ears. Those are so fun.
Thank you.
Are
For
they?
March Flag.
I was gonna say, I don't know that I've ever seen those ones
They were
before.
the collection like maybe 4 years ago.
Okay, maybe like right before I started following like merch and stuff.
Yeah, there was a backpack that went with it too, but I don't know. I think I got them in like a Bibby box or something back when I subscribed to those.
The before times.
The before times, yeah.
When we all had money to do fun
Right.
things with, and we actually enjoyed that.
And marriage and
What's a discretionary fund? What are you talking about?
I don't have that.
no.
And
that's like talking about what we're talking about
Yep.
today.
Yeah. You want to know what I can afford? An $8 room spray. That's what I can do.
amazing. Oh, I should check before we actually jump in and actually talk about what we're going to be talking about. I haven't checked my email since I sent that message in earlier.
Ooh.
I used the Mom Street email, so if they respond to that, you guys will be able to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't get anything. Darn. Not that I was anticipating them responding that quickly, quite honestly, but you never know.
Crazier things have happened.
This is so true. You never know. I have a friend who is at Hollywood Studios tonight, and she was texting me. She asked me, she said, "It's been pouring all afternoon. How early do they cancel Phantasmic?" I said, "Oh, honey, they'll cancel Phantasmic at 8:59 p.m. They'll also cancel Phantasmic at 9:04 p.m. Like, I don't, for the 9 o'clock show. I don't know what to tell you."
Yeah. It's
God. Good luck.
Yeah. So
she on the stage, and they'll come over and be like,
yeah.
"And that's the end of it. Thank you." And
yeah.
Everything's dark, and good luck getting out.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Those old vaudeville hooks just pull them off the stage.
Amazing. Amazing. Yes. So yeah, she said there's a 20-minute gap between 9:50 or 8:50 and 9:10, but then it starts back up again. They just delayed it, but we don't know how long, and the rain has hopefully disappeared. So we'll see if she ends up getting to watch Phantasmic tonight or not.
Worst case, she can just go on the Muppets coaster.
I think they already did. So that's like,
There's no limit.
It's indoors.
oh, this is true. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Hi, Cassie. Ty, I am so desperately clinging to the hope of a September trip so I can get that freaking magnet. It's Kermit on a Rainbow is the next annual pass holder magnet. And I need it in my duck.
Jackie.
I need it in my life so bad. So bad.
We are there Labor Day weekend.
No, but I can't go Labor Day weekend. I wish I could. I can't because banned with my husband's schedule. I'm trying to plan a trip so I can see Miss Rhonda because I have not ever met her in person. Somehow this has not happened and I need this to happen.
When do we have Rhonda's itinerary? Do we have?
I have her dates. I can send them to you.
Okay, because she's not there, right? Which is Labor Day weekend.
No. I think you're just gonna miss her.
No, this is like the fourth person in our larger friend group in Pocket Fam at Large that I will be missing by days.
Yeah,
I can't have nothing.
I don't. Yeah, I will. I have to look them up. I have them. I have to look them up, but I don't think. Hold on. We text a lot. Hold on. I have to go back. I love her.
We're besties.
Hold on. Lots of bird talk because she's my person when my children have questions about birds in our backyard. I send them photos. I send her photos of the birds.
That.
Sarah and you will be there every weekend. Ty, that's amazing. I love that for you guys. Okay.
Wait, you're going to be down there Labor Day weekend? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, hey, I lied to you. You may catch her. You will have to message her. You may catch her.
In September. Yeah, Ty. Then we're going to be there at the same time. Oh my God, we're going to have so many friends. See, Mom, I told you I had friends.
Have you met Sarah and Ty?
Nope.
Oh, you just wait. They are a joy. I adore them so much. Sarah and I are the same person.
Okay.
And Ty and Andrew are the same person.
Love that.
So
I love it when it's same people, different fonts.
Same people, different fonts. Oh my God, that's so perfect. Oh my God, that's so perfect. Oh, Anna's gonna miss you guys. Ty says that's his birthday weekend. It is your birthday weekend, Ty.
That's so exciting. Ty, just DM me on Instagram and then we'll figure it out. We'll get it together.
It's also kind of almost your birthday weekend.
It is. Because
your birthday's that Tuesday.
Yeah, the 8th is my birthday, so.
Yeah, you and Ty are very close. It's not just an invisible friend, Mom. I have real friends.
I swear, I'm talking to people on the computer. I'm not just talking to the computer. Real people.
Yeah, I have that problem when I have my children. Okay, I need to, hold on. I'm looking at art. Oh, I'm moving you around so much. I did not stop it. Okay, hold on. I'm totally messing with things. Because I didn't like the way that was going. What is this doing? Okay, anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes, I have a hard time explaining that to my children about the fact that, like, I have friends on the internet that, but, like, they should not also find friends on the internet. Yeah. We haven't gotten that far yet because, like, my oldest is almost 10 and, like, doesn't have a phone or anything yet. So, yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we record a podcast tonight?
Yeah, we shall.
Awesome. I love that. You're doing double. I know Kate and Joshua are on at the same time as us. We keep doing that. I need to ask Kate for her rotation so that we can be off of her rotation.
Yeah.
So I will do that for everybody because I want to watch Kate and Joshua too. They have been, I don't know if you guys have seen, they have been doing this night shift for Distery where they like
Yes.
just go off on these side tangents on things.
That's so violently unrelatable. I have never gone off on a side tangent. I
never.
am hyper focused on the topic at hand.
Absolutely not.
Focus one night.
I've been Pikachu. I am nothing if not keenly focused on
Yep.
what's going on here.
Yep. Yep. But yes, I will. I need to get with Kate and see if she has her schedule, like if they're truly doing every other week, because then like we can adjust much more easily than they can.
Yes, for sure.
So I need to make sure that happens. And Distery is coming up on its 200th episode, which is banana pants.
What?
Wow.
I know.
That's
It's crazy. Are we just talking birthdays? In the
lots
We
of
are.
September.
Yes, I knew Sarah and Ty are both September. That's crazy.
But Ty's a Virgo and Sarah's a Libra.
Okay, astrology queen.
Well, you know.
I mean
I
that's typical, right? Isn't that typical? I don't know. Like, and beginning of the month, end of the month, aren't they normally different signs?
Because it's usually like around like the 20th ish of the month is when the signs
Swaps.
change.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get really into crystals. Why not? I've tried everything
can't
else.
hurt.
I've tried everything else. I might as well get.
It's not going to make things worse.
That's right. I might as well get into astrology and crystals. Like whatever.
It's not gonna make things worse.
Yeah, I mean whatever. I have shiny rocks. Big deal.
Shiny cardboard, shiny rocks. It all fits.
yeah.
Shiny. I am a duck. I'm a bird. We like shiny.
It all fits. It all fits. This is true. Pokemon, crystals, astrology. You know.
You just described every gay person I know. Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much. Pretty much. That's usually our 3 defining characteristics.
You forgot women's sports.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. You're right. That is also a 4th critical characteristic. No, you're right.
And I say that with the most love in my heart because I have so many queer friends. It's the best.
That is 100% accurate. Fully, no argument. That is factual.
Speaking of women's sports, Cleveland just announced their WNBA team, which is exciting.
Ooh. Do you have a name or just if they're expanding that?
They do, and I don't remember what it is. I'm a terrible person.
It just got announced.
Hold on. Please hold. Please hold.
Google.
It literally just happened. It literally just happened. Oh, nope. That don't. What are you doing? Excuse you. The Sirens. That's right.
That's so funny because our
women's hockey team is the Sirens.
Yeah, the New York Sirens.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I'm sure there's like a bunch of lore behind it, right? Like
when they score, we go wee woo wee woo.
Because like sirens, not like a
like New York
mermaid siren.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Actual, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
no.
like an ambulance siren.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you're gonna need an ambulance after this game. Wee woo wee woo.
There's got to be something. Hold on. There's got to be a reason. I mean, it is based on the mythical creature, but like there's got to be a reason, right?
Probably. Is there like a famous, like how Guardians, when they rebranded, it was like after the thing on the bridge? You know what I'm talking
Right.
about?
My only thought is just like Lake Erie. You know what I mean? Like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Ty! No, that's so funny that you say that because at every game there's always somebody with the sign of Patrick yelling into the radio, the wee woo, and they'll hold it up when it's time for people to wee woo. It's very funny.
Excellent. Excellent. It's so needed. That's the perfect, because that's exactly what I thought too. But I was like, I'm not going on the SpongeBob side tangent right now. But Ty did it for me, so
Again,
we're good.
It's not focused here.
Now that it's 9:20 and we have done this much podcasting tonight.
Perfect. Crushing it.
We are so good at this, you guys. So
What are
good
we?
at this.
Professional.
The best.
All
The
right,
best.
let's lock in.
Okay. I'm going to not forget to record. 2 weeks ago, forgot to hit the record button on my OBS.
Oh, no.
Luckily, it was fine. But I was like, the perfect podcast. Thank you, Ty. I was like 8 minutes into recording, and I look down to like gauge where I'm at. You know what I mean? Ooh, sorry. This is just my ADD moment here. I got another Olympic ticket time drop.
Ooh.
Hooray for tickets. Yes. Okay, that's good. Good things. I need to text Stevie about that. Anyway, okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I use because there's like a little my little recording timer. Like I have a live stream timer for like how long we've been live, and then I have a recording timer, and I use my recording timer to like gauge my episode and like make mental notes on things. And I looked down and I was like,
it's 0.
That's not going. There is no little red blinky happy timer going.
I need to lay down.
I was like, well, I guess I'll start it now just in case. I mean, luckily this is why we do it live, because then I have 2 different recordings that I can work off of. So luckily it was fine. And the recording from YouTube was good and, nothing happened, but I was just like,
yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's summer. It's been, it's been a trip over here. Okay. I'm going to hit record. Now that I just said that, because in my head I was like, did I record? Nope. Now I did.
I'm going to spray the room spray.
Yeah.
I love this smell.
Do it. Do it.
It's so good. It is the same scent as is in the lobby.
Which one is that? The Sapphire Falls one?
Yeah, it's both Royal Pacific and Sapphire Falls.
Okay. I love this. I love this. I'm excited to talk about it. Okay. Shall we begin?
Yeah, because we really... You said it the other day, we're microdosing Florida because it was 110 degrees here with the humidity. So we just sprayed it and then stood outside for a couple minutes and then walked inside. To really give the authentic Florida experience.
I love that so much. Oh my gosh. I love that so much. Okay. Are we ready?
Locked in.
Okay. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Mom Street USA. I am your host, Jackie, and you've got a hub episode today, so we are joined by our good friends, Duck and Jess, for today's topic. And today we are going to be talking about recreating the parks at home. So different tips and tricks of things that you can do at home if you're missing Disney or Universal. That is our topic for today. But before we jump in, Duck and Jess, how are you doing on this lovely summer evening?
Doing pretty good. Yeah, can't complain. Very excited to talk about some of this stuff because, as much as we would love to literally live at various theme parks, it is unfortunately not realistic.
Yeah, and we are, fairly far away,
Yeah,
Yeah,
not you'd consider locals to Florida. No,
considering I am in Ohio, you all are in the New Jersey area. We're just not close. So this list is truly things that we do, like realistic. It's not just like a list of things that we have come up with. No, this is like legitimately what we do. So we're excited to share it with you, to hopefully give you guys some ideas. I'm fairly certain a lot of our listening audience probably does 1 or 2 of the things that are on our list, given that we're all, theme park people.
Yeah. It's like the hive mind situation, like I think eventually everyone has the same Google search of how to feel like Disney at home, how to Universal at home, or whatever your, it's various searches off of that may be, for sure.
Well, and I feel like this truly, and I've got some stories later that kind of tie into this, but I feel like truly this started a lot more when everybody went through the pandemic together and the parks were closed and we couldn't do anything with the parks. Like we literally didn't even have an option to go. Yeah. People were and we were all just so desperate for a little tiny taste of the parks at home. And it has now kind of blossom into this really accessible thing that you can do various different ways. So I'm excited to hear what you guys have to share and to bring my 2 cents into today's topic. So Duck, are you starting us off today?
Are you up first?
I
Am I
I
up
am
first?
up first. I mean,
Okay,
we kind of did the intro part, so yeah, we can just jump right
perfect.
in.
I love it. Let's go.
All right. So one super easy way to bring the theme parks home is through scented candles and room sprays. There are entire companies that are dedicated to recreating the iconic scents of Walt Disney World and Universal right at home. So we've been recreating our Sapphire Falls vacations by spraying Royal Sapphire.
Not sponsored.
No,
Hashtag
not sponsored.
Listen, we wouldn't be upset.
Nope, we would not be upset. We would love to be sponsored.
But
This
for
is
now,
true.
this was purchased with our own money because we were chomping at the bit.
Mhm.
I was like scratching at the walls. I was like, I need a little something.
Yeah.
And I was like, because we were also trying to figure out, you know, like a home signature scent, if you will, right? Like I really like that idea. It feels very bougie, but still within my tax bracket. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I really like the smell of Sapphire Falls.
Mhm.
I bet you there is someone out there. Like I bet you I could either like buy the scent directly or somebody has been able to recreate it. And lo and behold, we found quite literally they have the exact scent that is both Royal Pacific and Sapphire Falls. So it scratched the itch.
Very accurate, photorealistic. Yeah, Sapphire Falls. I don't think I said the name of the company. The company is Park Sense, and they have a whole line of candles and fragrance oils and all kinds of things, and from everything from Universal hotels and parks to Disney parks, hotels, Disney snacks. So they are easily our favorite at the moment.
They also have one for the HHN fog, which I'm desperate to try. I find it very interesting.
If it smells the same.
Does the fog have a distinct scent?
It absolutely does.
Oh.
And I will say, so it is even slightly different than like your traditional theme park haunt fog scent, right? Like because I think everybody can picture that, right? Like even if you've been to like a concert, right? Like and they have the fog machines, like that has a very distinct scent. Universal's is it's in that same vein, but it is slightly different. I think because they need so much, they might have like their own basically like in-house formulation for it.
Yeah.
Those things going 24/7 once September hits, it's over. Those things don't and so yeah, I think that's the next one that we want to try just to see.
Yeah, well, it'll be good because you'll go on your trip and then you can really truly compare, like, and you're not relying just on your like memory of last year's fog to try to compare. It's going to be like a whole science experiment.
That's it. Nailed it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this scientifically. There's gonna be a methodology to this. We're gonna brainstorm it. I'm gonna figure it out. We will make this a full experiment.
I love this.
Yeah, exactly.
That is exactly what I was picturing in my head. Was just like the little beakers and things from The Nightmare Before Christmas. That it's perfect.
Yeah. What could it mean?
Exactly.
I love this. Well, aside from Park Sense, there are some other companies that have similar products that they offer. So what else what other companies can we go to look for our favorite scents?
So there is Magic Candle Company, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. A lot of YouTubers and stuff promote them as well. And there's also Bo's Signature Candles. So they actually have a spot in the Marketplace Co-op in Disney Springs. And they actually partner with Disney to create scents that are inspired by the resort. So that is like if you want like official, like sponsored by Disney scents, that is the place to get them. They also do have an online shop too, so you can get them shipped to home. But it's definitely like a fun functional souvenir, right? You go pick out the scent for maybe the resort you're staying at or whatever, and then you get to bring it home and then kind of have that magic with you when you get back from a trip. So that is another fun option too. And Bath and Body Works has been coming out with a bunch of really fun Disney inspired lines. And every once in a while too, like I think they had like a Fiji candle at one point that smelled like Fiji in Soarin', like was definitely not purposefully inspired by, but just happened to smell just like it. So sometimes you can find dupes in places like Bath and Body Works and Yankee Candle and stuff like that. But the Bath and Body Works line is definitely not like parks inspired, but Disney character inspired and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. We definitely have a bunch of scents from the collection. So I think I'm currently using the like tangled scent or
so
something as like a body
Rapunzel's
wash.
in there.
I think
Yeah.
I've got Tiana right now that I have been, because I like the Tiana and the Moana were like my two favorite from the princesses that came out.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
the second collection that Bath and Body Works had, they had just like a generic princess candle.
Yes.
I loved it. It smelled so good. It smelled
Mhm.
so good that we had a bunch of like, Bath and Body Works has a pretty good, decent like rewards program, and we had a bunch of the single wick candles for free, and we used them all on that princess candle
Yeah.
because I
And
was
then
like, it smells so good.
Yeah, and it's always like they always run promotions where
They're
it's
always
like
giving things
buy
away in
3
there.
candles, get 47 hand sanitizers for free or
Uh-huh.
whatever it is.
Right.
Bath and Body Works. Okay, so I'm sure folks are familiar with this term, but like the treat economy, right? Like you can maybe can't afford to like do a huge thing, like maybe you can't afford to take a theme park vacation at this very moment, but what you can do is get yourself a little treat that reminds you of the parks. And so like Bath and Body Works is like the foundation of the little treat economy, with especially with this Disney line and some of the other scents, like you said, that are very similar to other things. So those princess candles, man, that's like the pillar of the little treat situation.
Yeah. Well, and then I rationed them so that I
Well,
don't,
good.
so
Yeah.
that I don't, you can't leave them burning all day.
No.
You have to find another cheaper candle that the scent complements it. It's a whole thing. Talk about science experiment. This is my science experiment.
It becomes a hobby, 100%.
Yeah. Well, and then Andrew bought me, they had a Castle little plug-in for the car, like that you can put on the vent. So he bought me that, and with a bunch of the little scents too. So like every time I get in my car, I have a little Castle. It's just, I know. That's what you have to do. Like literally, I live in Ohio. Come on, people, give me something.
I need this Castle.
I need this in my life for my mental health, okay? It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
This is
fine.
fine.
Yeah, we're great. Okay. So aside from scents, I think our next topic that we want to talk about is food, which I'm guessing we're turning this over to Duck because this is their bread and butter, if you will. Get it? It's funny. It's not funny, but I'll humor me and pretend like it's funny. So, Duck, what can we do with food?
All right. So, listen, I think we've established, right? Like, my favorite thing about theme parks is trying their miscellaneous snacks. If we can sneak a signature dinner situation in there, we're going to do it, right? I think that people think that these special treats are often more difficult to make than they necessarily are. So there are some things that you can do that you don't like fully need a cookbook for, right? Like my favorite breakfast to get when we're in Magic Kingdom is the fruit and Nutella waffle over in Sleepy Hollow, right? And so that is a perfect breakfast in my personal opinion. It's chocolate, it's fruit, it's carbs, like we're good.
And so easy to do at home.
So
100%.
it's so good. And so at home, when I'm like really just like in my feels about not being able to go to the parks, I'm like, I can have my perfect breakfast. There's nothing stopping me. I'm an adult. I can have Nutella for breakfast. There is no rules here.
Absolutely, especially when you're in the theme parks.
Yeah, 100%. So that is like a good, easy one to recreate at home. You don't necessarily need any guidance or instructions. But for some of the more complex things, or maybe it's like a full meal that you're trying to recreate, there are about 110 trillion theme park cookbooks, right? It's like anything and everything that you can think of. We have a ton of them, actually. So we have the unofficial Disney Parks cookbook, Delicious Disney, Walt Disney World Recipes and Stories from the Most Magical Place on Earth, the Black Spire Outpost Cookbook, and there was one more that we had.
We have a couple of others too. I just looked around, like whatever I could find, because we had cookbooks like shoved everywhere.
Yeah.
Cookbook problem. If this is what you're accusing me of publicly.
I'm certainly not accusing you of a problem.
My problem is I buy them and then I forget that I bought them. And then I forget that I should use them.
Listen,
it's a collection.
I know. This episode right here is going to get me to actually find my cookbooks that I have.
Perfect.
Because I know I have 2 or 3 that are Disney related.
Yeah. And they have done, I have to say, with pretty much all of those, they've done a good job of making the recipe, scaling it down. Of course, you're not cooking enough food for a theme park, so it's scaled down. And for a lot of these, there are it is like reasonable suggestions of substitutions if maybe you don't have access to every single ingredient, right? To get it that recipe close enough to whatever maybe your favorite theme park lunch is, or your favorite snack or something like that. So I am actually we've made many recipes out of these books, and most of them are pretty close. The one that I think we've made the most often though is the Ronto wraps from Galaxy's Edge, because that is feels very specific, right? It's like very unique. It feels very Galaxy's Edge, and they're really easy to make, like shockingly easy. So that's a recipe. That's also, a lot of these recipes are also available online. Especially like you were saying, during the pandemic, Disney put up a lot of them themselves. So the Ronto wrap is a really good one because it's very unique to the theme parks, and it's fairly approachable. Even if you aren't like a super chef, if the cooking's not necessarily your hobby.
Yeah, I stick more with the baking side of things, so I'll do more of that kind of. I know that I've done like churros and things like that before, where it's like I just wanted a little bit, bit of something. And Kate and I have done a couple of cooking episodes way back when, in the first year or so of Mom Street, we did a couple where we did some copycat recipes and things, but always super fun. Disney Food Blog has a bunch that are online too that you can go to, where they have like the copycat recipes. Lots of places you can find them online if you don't have access to a cookbook. But the other thing is, a lot of these cookbooks are like at your local library. So like,
library kids, absolutely.
Yes. So support your libraries. Go check out what they've got, because a lot of these cookbooks, none of them are like put out by some weird indie distributor. Like, they're all put out by Disney. So like your libraries are going to have them. So that's another place that you can grab them from and keep them for a couple weeks and make a bunch of recipes and have fun with it.
Yeah, 100%. So if you can't, maybe if you are not that handy in the kitchen, or maybe if that just does not, you are not interested in dirtying that many pots and pans, that is a-okay. There is no judgment here. What you can also do is, there are, in some grocery stores, they will sell essentially like mass-produced versions, like localized versions of different Disney treats. So of course there's the Mickey premium bars and the Dole Whip. You have a very strong opinion on the Dole
Whip. It's like not the same. It has like a banana-y taste to me. Like, I don't know what it is. So it's definitely not the same. But like, if you're looking for that fix and you're like, I don't care, I just want like a Dole Whip adjacent treat, totally passable, right? Also, a lot of like local ice cream places, by us anyway, I don't know if like everywhere does it, but like have their own versions of Dole Whip. So I've never actually tried the ones near us though, but a lot of people do order it, so I'm assuming it's good. But part of me is just like, I don't know if it's not the same, I'll be disappointed.
Right. I think part of the difference is though that like the one you buy at the store doesn't come out of a soft serve machine.
Right.
Yeah. It's like canned or bottled Coke versus fountain Coke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, the syrup ratios, and then like also like for transit, right? Like, being made in a soft serve machine versus having to be shelf stable for some undetermined period of time.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just different circumstances. So like you said, I think they're extremely popular. We see every time we're getting them in our local place, there's always somebody
ordering.
So
we have found the Mickey ice cream sandwiches too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Classics.
Good times.
Yeah. The other thing that you can do as like an at-home, it is a little bit of an investment, but you wanted to throw this in here, is the there's the Mickey waffle maker that they sell, so you can have your Mickey waffles at home. Yeah. There's nothing stopping you except $100. If you can get that $100 together, you too can have Mickey waffles.
I've priced them out before. I'm like, damn, these are expensive. But
if you wait till Black Friday, sometimes Kohl's will have the little small ones on sale too. Yeah, I have
Mickey shape, but like they do Disney shape.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't you have Death Star one?
No, that's a panini press.
Your sister gave me. That's right. That's right. The molten and cheese.
We've never used it. I wonder
No.
if it does press the Death Star.
Because I tried to use it once and burned the holy heck out of my hand, and I was like, this is getting unplugged and
It
shoved.
probably
in the
came from
cabinet.
like box lunch or something. It was not a
Definitely.
very legitimate.
You know, depending on how it's made, you may be able to make like a really thin waffle on that. Just
Ooh, a
saying.
crepe.
Like a crepe. Yeah, roll thin.
Hold on, Jackie.
You're on to something.
I'm about to go dig this out of the back of the cupboard.
Coming to you soon on the next Chaos live stream. Duck and Jess attempt to make Death Star crepes.
From the burn board. I'm gonna just come on. It didn't work.
And then I'm gonna feel real responsible for that. Jess, I am so sorry.
No one can be responsible for me. There's
no controlling this.
Oh my gosh. One of my favorite things that we started doing on Christmas morning after we open gifts with my kids, we turn on the Disney parade, of course. And I have a Mickey waffle maker from 1992.
Oh my god.
That my mom used to make us Mickey waffles on. The handle on it is totally broken because I think I dropped it at one point in time and the plastic just shattered. But there's enough of like a little handle that I can open and close it without burning myself. But I make Mickey waffles and we do like a Christmas morning brunch. And it's the old school. They come out about as big as my face. And they are the Mickey shape. They're not like some of the newer ones have like the circular where they just like imprint the character. You know what I mean? This is like true Mickey waffle. And the best part is that the ears are like little syrup buckets and you can like, it's the best part.
That's a proper Mickey waffle.
I know. And like I have scoured the internet. And they do not make waffle makers like this anymore. And so this is like my prize Mickey possession is this waffle maker.
I'm going to tell you, scour yard sales.
That's the other place I need to look.
That's going to be the place because people are going to be like, well, this thing is from when I was a kid in 1992 or whatever. And they're just going to throw it out for $1. And then you'll have a backup.
That's what I was looking for because I was like, I need to make sure that this Mickey waffle maker never dies. I need to go to like flea markets and stuff near me too.
Yeah,
that's a good call. Now I know what I'm doing with every weekend from now until it's too cold to be outside.
That's the game plan.
Yes, but yeah, any of those kinds of things. And you can buy the same waffle mix that Disney uses. Yes. I don't remember off the top of my head what it's called. It's in like a golden bag, but it's like you can Google it and find out, but you can literally buy the same waffle mix that Disney uses.
That's actually a really good point. There are more things that you can buy that commercial kitchens use than most people think. So if there's a particular sauce or like something that you really like that you normally get at a theme park and you've never really seen it anywhere else, just Google it. You can find it. This is how I learned how to make movie theater popcorn at home it's a thing called Flavacol. It's like the salt that movie theaters use, right? And so like I couldn't quite get it, and finally I caved and I Googled it, and it turns out that they sell it just like to regular people. You don't have to be moved to buy it.
No,
so it's the same here, right? Like perfect example is like if you really are going for the little treat economy, right? Like you're going for the Mickey waffle experience, you can absolutely get that same mix. Or if there's again like sauces or anything like that, those are pretty widely available too.
Yes, it's becoming more and more as like people have posted online like, hey, I'm a cast member in this kitchen, this is what we use. Like that part, like they're not sharing Disney secrets, you know. It's just it's
Hellman's mayonnaise is a secret.
Right? Like it's just not that way anymore. So I feel like the more, you know, the more in internet culture we have become, since, you know, when we were kids, nobody knew what Disney was using. Like there was no way to find out unless you literally worked there. But now it's pretty widespread information for a lot of things.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And shout out to the internet. One of the only good things you did.
So true. So true. Okay, what else food wise can we plan to do to bring the parks to our homes?
So this is if you are correct like me and love Epcot and their festivals. What we really like to do is basically try to create our own little like eating around the world flight at home, right? So we'll look up the menus, or if there's like things that have been there in the past that we know, food or drink or whatever. Most of these things are pretty easy to do at home, and you can have as much or as little of the portion as you want, right? Like sometimes you get a little cheaped out at some of these food booths. I'm willing to admit it. You
True.
spend a lot of it works out fine because you are going around and sampling, but maybe you wanted more of this one particular dish than the other. At home you can have a little bit more control over that. And what I really like about this sort of creating your own like eating around the world at home is that this can involve everybody, right? If you want to have your whole family, your kids can pick snacks, then they can help with the prep, or maybe not, depending on how your kids are. They may need to be doing a Disney themed craft in the other room while you are preparing the snacks for the safety of all involved.
Yep.
Just depends on where your kiddos are at and how destructive they are in the kitchen. But it really can be like a very fun, family day because they can pick out the snacks and then you can get them hyped as they're going shopping and they're picking out their own things, right? Like it just really could be a fun bonding experience, and then you can just end it by eating snacks and watching a movie together or what have you. So
Yeah, we love a good snack themed Disney movie night, right?
yeah.
Like that is so much fun to be able to theme, and you don't have to go all out. Like you don't have to plan this 5-course dinner that's all themed. Like you can literally just pick your favorite park snack and watch a Disney movie, or find a way to theme it. Or what we like to do, things like, how like at the confectionery at Magic Kingdom you can do like the create your own popcorn. We'll do that where you just like we throw some chocolate syrup, some M&Ms, some marshmallows, like whatever the kids want, like we just throw it all out there and they make their own popcorn.
Whatever I want, because now I'm doing that. Popcorn.
Yeah.
So this never occurred to me. I don't know how. So
because you always like the classic like movie theater buttered popcorn.
As we just established with the flavor call.
Yeah, you have gone to great lengths to master.
My favorite.
Like considered branching out at this point.
My favorite though is like you can make it like a trail mix style, so you can do like popcorn, pretzels, M&Ms, like any of that, like peanuts, any of that kind of stuff too.
And a sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you do like chocolate syrup on it. You can get, because you got to think it's like ice cream topping. So it's like peanut butter syrup. You can do marshmallow fluff with it. You can do white chocolate. Like you have so many options.
God. I can have s'mores popcorn.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta go make some s'mores popcorn. This has been a great podcast.
Later, bye.
That's the end.
Right? But like any of that is super fun. And especially like if you want to go the extra mile, jump on Amazon, buy a cute little container or little sets of reusable popcorn tins that you can put it in. Because part of the fun with, especially if you get it at the confectionery, is having that lid on it so you can shake it up and really mix it up in there, right? So you want to give yourself, or buy cute little Mickey Mouse reusable popcorn containers or anything like that if you really want to go the extra mile. But like also just grab your favorite popcorn bowl or a cereal bowl out of the cabinet and just make your popcorn that way. Like you don't have to be
on top and shake it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah. And like your kids don't care. They just want to eat the popcorn. They don't care what it looks like or the container looks like. Like that's more for your aesthetic as the adult in the situation. But like your kids don't care. I'm telling you right now, they don't care.
Your kids aren't scrolling on Pinterest going, mother dearest, I need the most aesthetic popcorn bucket or I shall be mocked. Like it's just simply they're just like, oh sick, I get popcorn with chocolate syrup.
Right.
Sold.
Right.
Like I think there is, especially with like, we were talking about the advent of social media and everything. I think there's a lot of pressure that people put on themselves to make like the perfect Pinterest Disney night. Like, you don't have to do that, parents. Your kids are so stoked. If you tell them that you are recreating the confectionery popcorn, they will, doesn't matter what bowl it's in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of pressure to, like you could do those things, right? There's no shame in that. If you want to go the extra mile, if you yourself are feeling like I want to have the popcorn out of the legit containers, totally fine. But also, don't put too much pressure on yourself, right? Some of these things are, they're really just to bring you joy. And the moment it's putting more pressure on you, it becomes not fun, right? And that's what really the theme parks in Disney are about, is fun. So, you know, just make sure that as you're doing these things, you are having a good time and eating your body weight in chocolate covered popcorn.
Yes. Well, and it's about bringing the magic home, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Absolutely.
if it's not magical because you're stressed out about it, like, what are we doing here, friends?
Right.
What are we doing here, friends? What are we doing?
Not magical.
No, exactly.
Tragically.
Exactly.
It's all around us. It is not magical.
Yes. So, okay. So while we're creating our create your own confectionery popcorn, there may be some other ambiance theming things we could, you know, add to the vibe. What do you got for us, Jess?
Yeah, so you've got your Disney scent, you've got your snack. Now we're going to recreate the vibes of Disney, right? So one of our favorite ways to do this is through various like Disney park soundtracks and playlists on streaming services. There are definitely like high def walkthroughs of the parks and attractions and things like that. So it definitely creates that, you know, walking down Main Street or walking through Adventureland or what have you.
Or Islands of Adventure. I listen to the Islands of Adventure the port of entry noises very often.
So good.
It's so soothing. It's really a good one.
I listened to the old Epcot Plaza like interventions.
Yep.
I love new Epcot too. Don't get me wrong. Epcot, all of that just like slaps at the entrance area. But the old interventions, that's what I listen to a lot.
100%.
And it's a great way to like remember like that nostalgic like feeling of like being a kid going to the parks and things like that. So the things that no longer exist in the parks, you can probably find those as well. Where am I? Sorry, I lost my place.
You're good.
The walkthroughs. So Kate has a Spotify playlist for Big Thunder Mountain, Jungle Cruise, Adventureland, and more on her profile. So if you search Disney Cicerone on Spotify, you can find those. And then Kirk and Lem both have great YouTube videos to relive the different aspects of the parks as well.
Thanks, Kirk and Lem.
Yeah, I will link. Oh, you made hearts on your screen. That was fancy.
Can we do it again?
How fun.
Oh, that's so fun.
I can't do it, but it's still cute. I will link all of those profiles and playlists down in our show notes for those of you that are listening afterwards too. Apparently you guys just get the fun little screen hearts.
Yes, so.
Yeah. FYI, if you're not watching us and you're only listening to us, you're missing out on the cute little screen hearts that have just appeared on Duck and Jess's screen. So find us on YouTube. Anyway, what else can we find on YouTube or other places to increase our Disney ambiance?
Yeah, so if you're looking for a fun Disney Yule log, there are YouTube videos that have different like theme park inspired seasonal soundtracks. So I have a bunch of these saved on my computer at work for just like those days when it's like a struggle bus to get through, and then I just like pull it up and like you're looking out a window at Main Street and there's like snowflakes and a fireplace burning and then just like Christmas music that sounds like the music on Main Street, right? There's a Halloween themed one. There's all kinds. Like they're definitely like AI generated, and I feel kind of bad about it sometimes. But so you just need the magic sometimes. So there's a whole bunch of those that you can find on YouTube. And then Disney Plus does also have like official Disney Yule logs. So there is a Simpsons one, the Grand Californian, the Jonas Christmas movie, and then an Arendelle Yule log. So you have those as well to give you some Disney magic.
We watch those a lot, the Yule logs at Christmas time.
Yeah. It's easy to throw on in the background, especially doing like Christmas activities. Just have something, you know, on the TV in the background.
The Arendelle one is super fun for Frozen because Olaf will just like occasionally scamper across the scene.
It's very cute.
I love those kinds where it's like broken up by a little activity in the background or whatever.
Yeah. And then Disney Parks also has a parks collection on there. Or did I say Disney Parks? Disney Plus has a parks.
Because parks.
Too many P words.
too many. Disney Plus has a parks collection that includes a lot of behind the scenes documentaries and movies inspired by the Disney parks. There are also ride throughs of a bunch of attractions like the Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean. And then there's also the Imagineering series that kind of goes behind the scenes of the making of some of the rides and like the whole history and everything. So that's a lot of fun. You get to like see interviews with like the Imagineers and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of that is new. I love that they added a lot of the point of view videos in like honor of Disneyland's 70th over the last year, which like I love that they're doing that. Like don't get me wrong, a lot of this exists on YouTube also that you can go and find different point of views and things, but it's so fun to see Disney kind of jumping on that bandwagon because Disney's going to have access to other attractions that live streamers and YouTubers are not supposed to be recording. You know, so it's fun to see Disney putting out their own version of that to an extent.
Absolutely. And then real quick, if we could just plug our friends over at Distory with Kirk and Kate. They also have the perfect podcast to listen to.
You made fireworks go off on your side. What is happening?
What did you just do?
I gave the double thumbs up and it. What?
How did you do that? There it goes again.
Guys, what's happening?
I don't know. Can I make it happen on mine? Why is it? Oh, yeah. Why is it only you?
Maybe you were on the phone.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Like a mobile.
Yeah, it probably can. It like has like the virtual, like it can like you can see what you're doing. My computer doesn't like it. Fancy. Look, fireworks. You can make fireworks go off if you're that's Anyway.
In your backyard.
Yeah, literally. Oh my gosh, literally. Anyway,
listen to Distory if you want some theme park history, some ride attraction history. Kirk and Kate are wonderful, so definitely go support them.
Yeah, they are in the middle of a Pirates of the Caribbean series as we're recording this right now, but they've done Jungle Cruise, they've done Big Thunder Mountain, they've done Haunted Mansion. If you are like a person that wants the details, that's where you can find them. So highly recommend that. And now Duck's just making fireworks go off in their background. We're doing great over here.
I'm locked in.
We're doing great. Disney Plus also has some other kind of ambiance style videos as well. They have a whole category on Disney Plus that's scenescapes and ambiance, and it's got just these really great videos that you can get. They've got a Hoppers themed one. They've got an Ahsoka one that's got little Loth cats walking around. They've got different Haunted Mansion ones. They've got Galaxy sounds. They've got a ton of Star Wars ones over there. The Disney Sunrise series, 10 out of 10 recommend. It is so magical and calming, and Cassie in our live chat is shouting that one out too. I love that one, especially for me because of the way my schedule works. I like get up and take my kids to school, and then I come home and like drink my coffee and eat my breakfast. I'll throw one of those on while I'm doing that. It's such a nice way to wake up in the morning, and they have them for all 4 of the Disney World parks. Highly recommend that one. Another one that we love is Dory's Reef Cam. And this is another one of those where it's just like an aquarium ambiance. But then every once in a while, there's a character from Finding Dory that'll just like swim across the screen. And it's like so cute, so much fun. And a lot of these are like several hours long. The Sunrise ones are a little bit shorter, but like the Dory's Reef Cam, I think it's like a 3-hour cycle. So it's fantastic. So they have tons of those that are super, super fun to do if you are a Disney Plus subscriber. Obviously, that does come with a fee, unfortunately. But a lot of these similar style ones are also available just like on YouTube also. And speaking of YouTube, something that my family really likes to do is we will do like a Plan Our Perfect Park Day. And then we go and watch it on YouTube. So like we will plan what park we want to go to. We'll pick a show or like a fireworks. And then we'll pick like 4 or 5 different attractions that we can find like ride point of view videos for. And then we grab our snack or whatever, you know, and we come together and we sit and watch watch them as a family, and we either chat about like our previous trip that we went on, and we're like, oh, remember when we did this? Or we talk about like, oh, on our next trip I really want to do this, like we didn't get to do this, or like, oh, I did this the first time on my last trip, I want to do it again. So like we, when we're in between trips, that's a really fun way to kind of bridge the gap, because my kiddos are old enough and they've been a couple times, so they're very aware of what is in the parks and what is like available to them. So that is a really fun way for them to be able to do that. And sometimes we'll branch out and they'll want to pick like Disneyland stuff. Like I cannot tell you how many times we have watched the Magic Happens parade. 1,000 times probably.
Good choice, at least. It could
Right.
be worse.
Right. So like sometimes they're like, well, we know that, Disney World has these. What does Disneyland have? What does Tokyo have? And a lot of that stuff, again, is all available on YouTube. We've watched Disney Cruise Line videos of like different shows that they have. We've watched fireworks shows. We watch a lot of Disneyland Paris. They have the cutest fall parade at Disneyland Paris. It is one of my all-time favorites. It's got Pooh and friends in these adorable little outfits, and it's all like, oh my gosh, Duck, you need to look it up. It is their equivalent of like their Halloween parade, but it's very like harvesty fall themed, but they also have a really great their like haunted mansion section too, where Mickey comes out of their haunted mansion float. Like top tier. I love it. It's so much fun.
Oh no, I'm just gonna have to go to Disneyland Paris and experience it for myself. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only option here, obviously.
Obviously. And during the fall when this is all happening, you have to.
How it goes.
You have to. So yes, needless to say, there are tons of different ways that you can use and utilize YouTube to plan a trip for fun, do some imaginary park exploring. Sometimes we even go back and just watch, different live streamers that will repost their like walking around the parks. And my oldest really likes to do that because he is my map kiddo, which you've heard me talk about on Mom Street before. He loves to know the maps and know where everything is. And so he likes to like quiz himself as he's watching these different like videos on YouTube where he's like, okay, if we're going this way, then this ride is over here, and those types of things. So he likes to do those also. So lots of different ways you can utilize YouTube for bringing some magic home. Absolutely.
That boy's got a better sense of direction than I ever will.
But you know what? I am here for it as a mom, because when he is old enough and I am comfortable enough to let him navigate things in the park by himself, I have zero concern that he is going to get lost.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's got it down pat.
Yeah. And like, yes, obviously we have phones that can navigate us, but he's not even going to need them by the time he gets there. And that, like, I love that as a parent who is a helicopter parent and gets a lot of anxiety over not being able to physically touch my children at all times because I need them close enough to me, especially in the Disney parks. I am here for him being obsessed with maps and knowing where everything is on property. So
yeah, extremely fair.
Yes.
Great skill to have in an emergency. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. For sure. Okay, I think that is kind of our little ambiance suggestions. Yeah. I think we've got one more section to talk about. All right, let's hear it.
So, if you are handy or crafty,
or terrible at crafts and just like to do them anyway,
right? Or just like a little activity, there's tons of crafts and park activities that you can do at home, right? A lot of these things are thankfully very recreatable, and it's definitely a good jumping off point for if you are really missing park things, all things Disney, or even all things Universal. I think we focus a lot on Disney here, but there are even things that you can think of, to sort of bring the craft world into, or Universal into the craft world. So again, we're just going to pivot back to Disney because that's where most of these like family-friendly crafts and things that will translate back to, to being able to do at home really come from. But you can adopt this for Universal, or any other theme park. If Hershey or Six Flags or whatever is your home park, you can absolutely do it for this too. So one of the things that I think is a super cute idea is bringing home a park scavenger hunt. Right? So Remy's Hide and Squeak is the first one that came to mind because I also love to do Remy's Hide and Squeak.
Same.
love an activity and I love a trinket, as we've established, right?
And you love Ratatouille.
And I love Ratatouille. Ratatouille is, I think, my favorite Pixar movie. Love Ratatouille. And so hide and squeak, it's pretty easy to recreate something like that at home, for your kiddos, or if Jess wants to do it for me, I will not be upset. You
That
can
might be a hint, Jess. That might be a hint.
Our wedding anniversary is coming up in a couple days. I'm just throwing it out there.
All Duck needs is a build your own popcorn bar, Ratatouille on the TV, and a scavenger hunt. Sold.
That's literally true.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're saying it as a joke, but I am very simple. I truly would be thrilled. But yeah, so hide and squeak is a pretty easy one, or any offshoot of that, right? If there's a particular character that your kiddo loves or that you love, that really you'd think would be good to incorporate it, right? You can just make it a fun little scavenger hunt. Bonus points if you dress up the toys that you're hiding around the house in little chef outfits, or give them like little food activities, right? Like give the Power Ranger a little plastic eggplant to pretend like he's chopping it up or whatever, so you can really lean into or not into this theming as much as you'd like. And then of course at the end of completing the scavenger hunt, you can give a nice little Disney themed treat to your kiddo, or if you are Jess and you want to, that's my popcorn bar is the treat that I get at the end of the scavenger hunt. However you want to work that into your routine, it's a very at home doable activity.
Now I need to know if I can go on Amazon and buy tiny little chef hats for all of my kids, like stuffed animals.
I'm sure you can.
I'm 100% positive of that. And we have so many figurines and little collectible toys around here.
Yep.
And I think that Lego Darth Maul would look really cute. I
was thinking like Funko Pop size. Oh my gosh. Oh, he is like Funko Pop size. Okay, yeah. He's one of those like big head. Yep. Perfect. I love this. You need like a, I don't know, 4-inch chef hat to stick on top of his head.
Mm-hmm. The possibilities are endless.
Endless. You have such a lovely collection of characters that just need chef hats.
We love trinkets. And
yeah.
I think the trinkets yearn to be chefs. Yeah. They want to be little. They want to be little chefs.
This is an excellent plan. I'm here for this. Ooh, Anna says a black chef's hat for Dark Maul. That is.
Ooh,
yes.
Yep. On theme, 100%. The Sith Lord Took.
I'm now just like envisioning him in an apron cooking in his kitchen, and we've taken this too far. Okay, what else do you have for us?
So, if perhaps dressing up Darth Maul as the executive chef at your local restaurant is not what you want to do, you can do, I think we've talked about this before, that there are, like little paint and sip type classes that they offer at different Disney resorts and things like that. I think that's going to be our next like little Disney craft. There's like 100,000 painting tutorials online, so you can have like a little family activity. That's a pretty low bar of entry for, like perhaps a more budget conscious situation. You get a couple canvases, a couple brushes. There's lots and lots of pretty easy Disney painting tutorials that you can, as family, or even just like for like a kiddo's birthday party that you can get together and do, right? So they also sell 100,000 Disney themed craft kits. So if you want to spray your Grand Floridian room spray and have your sunrise at Epcot going in the background, and then you're gonna do your little Disney beading bracelet situation craft kit that I saw at Barnes and Noble. You know what I mean? I think crafts are a fairly accessible way to get yourself into the Disney theme, the Disney spirit. And I'm all of also the Universal properties, I'm sure, have equal counterparts, especially How to Train Your Dragon and Harry Potter, for sure.
That sounds like heaven. That sounds just such a lovely way. Well, and Disney also has so many of their like Animation Academy videos are available on YouTube. Like I have found whole playlists of those, depending on how difficult or easy you want to make them, like how to draw the different Disney characters. I bet you can find Universal and other IP ones online as well. So tons of different options with that. I actually did something really similar to what you were talking about with Remy's hide and squeak with my kids during the pandemic. We talked about that a little bit earlier, where a lot of this stuff really kind of amped up during that time. But I printed out little pictures of Mickey, and I am a nerd and I have a laminator, so I laminated them, and then I would take them and I would just masking tape or painter's tape, stick them all around my house. And my kids were younger then, that was, gosh, over 6 years ago, which is like wild to think about. I know, I don't want to talk about it. What is time? Time is fake. My children are too big and it makes me want to cry. But they were tiny at the time, so I would make some of them easier for my youngest was not even 2 yet. And so it was like putting them, I know.
Sorry. That factoid was a little jarring to me. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah. She turned 2 in September of 2020.
Jackie,
Crazy. No, it's not okay. I'm not okay. She's almost 8. It's not okay. Anyway, but I would take the whole point of this story is not to make me feel sad and in my feels about how old my children are. But I would take the Mickeys and I would stick them around the house, and then it was like a scavenger hunt, and so we called it the Hidden Mickey game. And then I would just like keep them in a Ziploc bag, and they would bring them to me anytime they wanted me to do it, and we was just like, okay, yep, let's go. And sometimes we would do it outside, like if it was nice enough outside in the backyard, we would do it out there. They were just little tiny laminated Mickeys that I just found online and printed and laminated for them. And it was like a super fun little way for them to get some energy out and for it to be like fun and Disney themed. So
yeah, no, that's a good one.
yeah, which is crazy because that was also before her first trip. Like she had not been to Disney yet when we were doing this, because we were supposed to go in like April of 2020. Obviously that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And then we pushed it to November, and we were still kind of like, oh, maybe not.
A 2-week lockdown that then turned into
Right.
7 years.
Right. And so then we eventually finally took her April of 2021. So it was like almost a whole year after we were supposed to go with her. So yeah, luckily she was still under 3. So that worked out in our favor.
Let me
you make the fireworks go off again. Hey, huzzah. Hooray. But yes, so hidden Mickeys or hidden whoever's you want to do.
All chef hats, whatever.
Or tiny chef hats, or, whatever fun little things you can come up with. If you're, and a lot of these, I feel like, because again, I live in Ohio, it is cold here, and where you guys live, it also is cold. A lot of these are fabulous during the winter. If you have you just need something to break up the monotony of being stuck inside because it's below 0 outside and you physically can't be outside because it's just not safe. These are fantastic different things that you can do with your kiddos. The crafts, the drawing, the paint by number, or whatever different Disney or Universal craft activity event you can come up with. Fabulous for winter activities in the cold.
If I may also recommend, I meant to put this in the notes, so that's my fault, but there is also, if you have a kiddo who's a little bit older, or you yourself are interested in model building, they sell a lot of theme parks. I haven't really seen it for Disney, but a lot of other theme parks like Hershey and Dorney and Six Flags, they sell these things called nano coasters, which are really great. They're scale replica recreations that are tabletop size, so they're usually no longer than 6 inches. And you can basically, it's a metal recreation of a tabletop metal recreation of whatever the coaster is that you've purchased. I really like to do them. That's our tradition. Where whenever we go to a new theme park, I will pick one to several of my favorite coasters at that park, and then I will buy the nano coaster models and I'll take them home. to be able to like recreate them. I have a little may shock you. I have a shelf full of things. But we have. I actually just got the most recent one from our home local park, the Jersey Devil coaster. And so I completely forgot to mention that in our notes here. But that's a really good activity if you're looking for something to even just like stow away for a rainy day for yourself or for your kiddos.
Yeah, I had
to put in like ride vehicles that you can build. You don't really do them, but like it's in the same section of whatever theme park.
I had to pull my oldest away from those at Hershey because he wanted all of them, and I was like, "Child, these are like $40 a piece."
That is why we do our pass holder discount at Six Flags. Well, and also now that Cedar Fair,
right?
So it extends almost everywhere except for Hershey.
Except for Hershey. Yep. Yep. It sure doesn't count at Hershey. Nope. But yes, we geared him to pick something else because I said, this is not in our budget currently. I'm so sorry to break it to you, but he was like desperate for coasters. And then we went to Carowinds and the same thing happened.
Yep.
Because he is a building kiddo. He loves to build sets and Legos and see how things are put together, and he wanted the little replica, and he did really great. He's like, well, this is my favorite coaster here, so this is the one I want. And I was like, dude, I hear you, but I'm so sorry.
Good try. I commend the argument.
Yes.
Hey, listen, they always do like end of season sales for these, like you can find them online, you know, obviously that's, you're not negotiating with a child right in the moment. That's not going to happen. It just has to be a no that exact moment, because the kiddo does not understand wait for a Black Friday sale. Fully understand that. I, as an adult, don't understand wait for a Black Friday sale, so fully understand. But of interest to you specifically, because I know your kiddo loves a Lego set, and this
sure does.
A metal Lego set.
Yes.
They are. If I can just go off on a side tangent here, they're kind of tricky. Yeah. They are not as you think they are. Those directions are horrendous. If I could give one piece of feedback to Nano Coasters, your directions are horrendous. They are all right. Sorry.
Yeah. Then I have no chance of being able to help him do that. So well, and
you're gonna have to FaceTime me and we'll work through it.
Right. And he's like not quite in the state where he will be okay with putting something together to display it. So we have had to weed through his Legos, and we really only have their 3-in-1 sets anymore because he can build, take apart, rebuild something different, take apart, rebuild something different, take apart, look online because they have a 4th secret one that you can look up online that you can build too. So like,
favorites.
I know. Yep. And so
it's not necessarily directly from Lego, but they also have like the MOCs, the people who will put together different sets from the kits. It's so impressive. My favorite is the guy who tries to figure out how to make a Millennium Falcon out of every set.
Yes.
It's so funny. It's so do it. He can always incredible. It's the most impressive thing I've ever seen. It's so good.
Yeah. But so right now he's really like the 3-in-1 sets are what he pretty much does. Those, and he's gotten recently into like the Mario interactive Lego sets that have like the little battery powered little
hopefully not battery powder.
The little battery powered figures that go with them. So building a little coaster to then display, we're not quite there yet. We need another like year maybe, and then I think we'll be okay with that, which gives me a year to give him way more shelving in his room.
Yep. Because let me tell you from experience, once that starts, it's not stopping. It's not stopping. But thankfully, Nano coasters and even the little wooden ride vehicles, pretty small.
Yeah.
As far as collectibles and their required space go, those are pretty small. So
I wonder if there are coasters at Disney that have those. I don't feel like I've ever seen a Nano coaster, and maybe Disney doesn't because they don't want to partner with an outside company to do it. You know what I mean? But I feel like maybe, well, I know I've seen like toy versions of the Runaway Railway car and the Guardians of the Galaxy ones, like the toy versions, but not like building set versions. So I would be so curious as to whether or not they actually have them. Sorry, this is a total side tangent about these.
So No, I think Coaster Dynamics, which is the company that
Okay.
makes, and they also make the same, the wooden ones. That's why they're displayed together. I think they partner basically with everybody who is not Disney because
Yeah.
they do Busch Gardens. I know
Mm.
that. I got Pantheon from Busch Gardens. Oh my god, dude, Pantheon is such a good coaster. That might be my favorite coaster of all time. It's so good. We've gotten them from Six Flags. We've gotten them from Dorney.
Yeah.
So they have them at pretty much everywhere. I think it's only Disney and Universal they don't partner with.
That makes sense, honestly. Like, that's kind of what I was anticipating. So,
So it goes.
Anyway, thank you guys all so much for being here for this episode. We hope that some of the things that we suggested to you help you to recreate that theme park magic at home. Obviously, nothing beats being able to go to the parks, but sometimes our bank accounts and timing prohibit us from being able to do that. So, if you guys have other things that you like to do at home or tips on how you like to bring the magic home, we would love to hear from you. You can always reach out to us, momstreetusa@gmail.com or at momstreetusa on several social media platforms, including our Patreon, which is a really great place to find us over there. Coming up next on, ooh, look, fireworks again. Coming up next on Mom Street USA, we are revisiting rope drop strategy and lightning lane strategy for the Disney parks. So that will be what is on the agenda for next time. But before we officially finish today, Duck and Jess, any last minute thoughts before we wrap up?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything. I hope that these tips help make you feel like even when you can't go to whatever your favorite theme park may be, that you can take a little bit of it home with you, and it can kind of tide you over until your next trip. And I'm also really curious to hear what other people do. Right? I mean, this is just like what we personally do. So I'm sure there's like 110 things that other people do that we just didn't come up with. So I'm really curious, and I would love to incorporate your ideas into my life. So please share them.
Yes, please. We would love to hear from you. But for now, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for always supporting and liking and commenting and sharing all of our stuff. If you've got a friend who needs some theme park magic in their life, send this episode to them. You never know. It might help them get out of their Disney blues or Universal blues until their next episode. But thank you guys so much for being here, and we will see you on the next episode of Mom Street USA. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Scene. Okay, I'm gonna
Good job, team. No,
hit
okay,
the
sorry.
stop. Did it. Huzzah.
She was asking if I'll meet them at the paint store tomorrow. Jess's brother and his girlfriend bought a house, so we've been helping with a lot of stuff.
Did not. We're not clean people.
They lived there for 30 years, and I don't think they dusted a single surface.
It's so bad.
Oh, wow. That's
Such a house. It's a shame, really.
It's really bad.
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's not great. So we've been over there helping them do a deep clean, and we're gonna help them paint tomorrow. So she was just she texted me during the podcast just asking if I could meet them over there tomorrow. So
Oh boy. You are such good people for helping them.
Thanks. We're gonna need them when we buy a house.
Yeah.
So
there's no ulterior motive here.
Mutually beneficial. I mean, we would do it anyway.
Right.
That's for family, but also it is mutually beneficial.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, sometimes you're nice because you want to be nice, and sometimes you're nice because you know that it'll come back to you in the end. So, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks, Anna and Cassie and Ty. And I don't remember who else was in our chat tonight, and anybody else that's been listening, and Sarah and Todd. I saw Todd in here. He's probably not in here anymore, but I didn't get a chance to say hi to him.
Well, we love you guys.
Berkey. It's not without the ulterior motive. Exactly. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally
also,
fine.
I saw your message, but it was just as we were starting. Anna said that she lost her sister yesterday. Yeah. So I'm very sorry to hear that. If there's anything that we can do, please let us know. And we are sending you many virtual hugs and whatever nonsense. Yeah. If you need to laugh, I can do that.
That can certainly help.
That's my whole.
That is so true. Oh yes, and Jules. Sorry, Jules. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry, I was scrolling through and trying to find everybody that was here. But
Yeah,
yes, Anna, I texted her, but we love you, and I'm glad that you were here. Hopefully, Pocket Fam and the nonsense that we provide is helpful in
I have never participated in nonsense.
never, not once in your life.
Nonsense, no tomfoolery, no.
None of that. Absolutely not. I do think we need to do like a baking cooking live at some point.
Yep. I was really thinking about this with the mac and cheese cones. I think that's
You gotta figure that out.
well, I think that's actually going to be a pretty easy one to do from home because like if you do everything from scratch, yeah, that's going to be a different conversation.
Right.
But like you can buy a baguette at the store,
Yeah.
and then just put it out, and then it whatever level you want to get into with the mac and cheese, right? If you're doing teeny mac and cheese with like the roux and the hand shredded cheese, which is my vote because the mac and cheese makes up so much of the situation.
Right. You got to make it good. You got to make your base good.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can make garlic bread out of any sort of bread, right? You throw garlic carb, it's fine. But this mac and cheese situation. So I think I think so we're planning on going to Epic when we're going down.
Nice.
Saturday, I think. I don't remember. It all runs together.
One of the days.
One of those days.
And so I think I'm gonna like really lock in and take note of the mac and cheese cone situation.
Well, they have different ones probably, I think now from the last time you guys were there, right? Didn't they come out with a couple different ones too?
They did. So there was, I think, cheese cone.
But you're so right, because like I was thinking like, ooh, if you make that bread from scratch, that is a lengthy process. And that's the hard thing about that Kate and I always found about trying to do these live is it's got to be something that you can do within like an hour-ish, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't want it to be too much longer than that, or else it's like, this is very involved.
Right. And I feel like, and even a lot of this, like, we can do the prep work beforehand, right? Like, I'm shredding the cheese, not a big deal. Okay, so they have the classic mac and cheese, they have the PB&J, the pork, bacon, and jam, and the Dragon Fire Chicken Spire, which that's the one that we do, which is the chicken, which is fairly doable, I think.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in the PB&J situation.
Anna, nothing that the theme parks call Nashville hot chicken is actually Nashville hot chicken.
Oh,
didn't we talk about this the other day too?
Yeah. It's the same, you know.
Yes, but yes, I think we need to figure out a baking, cooking something. And we can make different things, so that way there's always something going on, either on your side or on my side. So
okay.
Yeah. I know. I do a lot of baking like in the fall and into like holiday time. And I always think that I should just like do it on a live stream because then I have people to talk to when I'm doing it. So I need to do that. And I saw someone, I think it was Sarah, said the Jack Jack cookie recipe that they sent with the annual pass holder gift like 2 years ago was good. So I have that because Katie sent me hers because she's like, I'm never going to use these. And I was like, ooh, gimme. Because that was right before I became a pass holder. So you haven't been back to Epic since tech rehearsal? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm also going to say, you know, it would be a really good one? Gideon's. Because, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that Justine Cooks, she was able to reverse engineer perfectly the Gideon's cookies. And they are less complicated than you'd think. It's different flour that they use.
That makes sense.
Well,
and that's the thing with like baking is there's little tiny differences that you can make that make a world of difference. Like using real butter, making sure that it's fully room temperature, making sure your eggs are room temperature, like those kinds of like little things that you can do make a massive difference in anything. And I love being able to do that because then I'm like, oh, it tastes so much better. Like my daughter and I made chocolate chip cookies the other day just for fun because she is in her baking era, and so like I am trying to like encourage and help, and like we're in this tricky state because like I said, she's only going into second grade, and so like she doesn't always know like you know, a half a cup. What does that mean? There is zero concept of that yet. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But it was like I was teaching her about like you got to let the butter, like you got to plan ahead. You got to let the butter sit out. You got to let the eggs sit out. You got to let it, if you're using milk, sometimes like using buttermilk versus regular milk, or, you know, there's all these little itty bitty things that you can do that make it so much better.
Yeah. I have minimal patience for it. Cooking is much more my wheelhouse over baking. There are a couple of things that I will, not to toot my own horn, that I do well. Those brown butter cookies that I got from so it's like the family favorite, I must say. That not to congratulate myself too much.
Even my mom likes.
Pat yourself on the back.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, there's those. I do those tiramisu cookies, and I do from scratch brownies, and that is all I have the patience for. That's it. I've tried. I can't do it. I just
my specialty, because I insisted on making sure I got it right and I learned it right, is Andrew's family recipe of cutout cookies and frosting. And so like that is my specialty, because that was like his favorite thing growing up. And so like as
that is, I'm sorry, just you talking about the family recipes. My grandma cinnamon roll cookie recipe, and it took me, I think this is maybe why I got fed up with baking, because nobody had the recipe and I had to figure it out. So I had to reverse engineer it. I eventually got there, but like I was like this,
and then you realize it was just the recipe on the back of the Crisco container.
I've done that before.
More pissed off in my life, I have to tell you, because it's this mythical family cookie, and no one asked what she did, and she never wrote it down. And it was, and like somebody was like, it vaguely uses Crisco, and it has this and it has that, and so like I basically reverse engineered how to make a damn pie crust is what happened.
Yeah.
And I eventually got there, and it's slightly different from what's on the back. It's close enough. But like I eventually one time I looked at the back of the Crisco thing, and I
Crisco is magic, by the way. Crisco with baking is magic. And I never used it. My family never used it, and I never used it until this cutout cookie recipe. It's magic. And the recipes that are on that container, also magic.
Perfect. Every Crisco and the Arthur Baking Company flour, all of their recipes are King Arthur is actually another cookbook that I use a lot, not Disney related, but they are fantastic. They're such a good resource.
Yeah.
They also have a hotline that you can call if your baking's going wrong, and they can help you.
That's so awesome.
It's like a hotline, but for baking.
Yeah, but yeah, I had to do that 2 holiday seasons ago. I actually did a couple live streams on this. I was trying to make, my great grandma had a butterscotch pie recipe, and it was like my dad's favorite. And so I got it from my grandma, but it was all handwritten, and I had to try to decipher her cursive writing and figure out. And I had never made a simple syrup before, and it called for a simple syrup. And so that was a whole adventure of me trying to make it.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, and I totally botched it the first time. And then the second time I went to go live to do it, I pre-made my simple syrup. So that way it was already done.
We're not going to have a fire hazard on TikTok Live.
Yes, exactly. But I did finally figure it out. So it's like, that has been like the catalyst of a lot of my baking, is like these recipes that people love. That's like, well, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna remake it. I'm gonna make sure. And so, you know, that was my thing with the cutout cookies. And now I just love making cutout cookies, and it's fun to like decorate them, and I enjoy doing it. And I always do it for like my kids' birthdays and Christmas, and every holiday I usually make at least a batch of them, and a batch is like 4 dozen. So it's a lot of cookies.
We'll be over shortly.
Anytime. I was telling him, I don't remember who I was telling the other day, that I was like, I wish I knew how to make my cookies be able to be shipped, because I have so many Pocket Fam friends that I would love to be able to send cookies to, but like I don't, like anything that I make, I don't know how to make it so that it'll ship in a container and won't like break into a 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
So you're all welcome to come to my house for cookies. Yay! And on that, I think we should end our live stream tonight on cookies.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being lovely, wonderful humans. We love your faces, and we will see you I will see you tomorrow. I'm still live tomorrow at noon to just chit chat. So if you want to chit chat, and maybe we'll bake something. Ooh, maybe not because my kids are home, so probably not.
Oh yeah, that's not a good plan.
Not a good plan. Not a good plan. My kids are home and my husband is not. So not tomorrow, but
Nope.
maybe next week because they start school next week, which is a whole nother conversation.
I think we were having this conversation. That's so strange.
Yeah.
Because we go so late here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's wild.
Okay.
But I love our schedule, so it's all good. Okay. I love you all. Good night. See you tomorrow at noon on YouTube. Okay. Bye.